Hey guys, Elizabeth Quinn here again with Elizabeth Scenes and Scents. Welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to check out my website, which is waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, where I'm Liz Quinn, your star Scentsy consultant. So today what I have for you are the warm reviews of the 10 new releases and just a general video on what I've been warming for the week. Because if I split it between the 10 new releases and the rest of what's in my basket, there's not going to be that much for a regular what I've been warming video. And I will also be able to weigh in on the Easter collection because I've gotten everything between those 10 new releases and the Easter collection and some other bars in my warmer in the last 7 days. So let's just dive right on in, and happy Valentine's Day-ish. I'm not sure whether I'll get this video up Tuesday or Wednesday. Filming it Tuesday morning. It just depends on how crazy life is. But I hope that you enjoy your Valentine's season and that it's a very wonderful one. So let's just get started here. So the 10 new releases. Honestly, there's only one out of this whole group that I'm not sure if I will repurchase. They were all very nice. There were a lot of really good smells here, and there were some that had fantastic performance, and some where I do believe that their performance will be better in a few months. So let's just start on the bottom of the pile with the one that I ended up liking the least on warm, and that was actually going to be Wild Cherry and Sakura, which isn't a bad bar, but I didn't love it when I got it into the warmer. It reminds me a little bit of an old bar called Scarlet Woods, which I'm okay with, but both of them to me almost have a red licorice note after a while. So the jasmine and the cherry blossoms and whatever else is in here, there might be a little bit of a woodiness too. It just wasn't super strong. I did this in my basement, 4 cubes total. I've tried to do 2 cubes in a full-size warmer that I know is a good performer for every single one of these reviews, and then either plunking in 1 or 2 cubes randomly elsewhere in the same room just to up the strength so that I would have at least enough to hopefully get some samples out to my regulars that I like to mail to. Because it's really hard to split this one tester kit that you get ahead of time. I wish they'd give us 2 batches of the bars between a lot of samples and do a decent review for YouTube. But anyway, that one, it's okay. It just isn't my scent preference. If you liked Scarlet Woods, definitely try that. So then the next one that moved up just a little bit in my estimation was Moon Orchid. This is pretty. I think the rest of these I will definitely repurchase happily. This one ended up being kind of sultry. Soft, I'd say soft medium. Is definitely perfumey, but it's complex in a nice way. It's a perfect scent for a bedroom or a women's dressing room, like a really nice powder room, anything along that line. Really, really good. So maybe if you have a small business and you have a women's boutique and it's on the fancier side, this would be very nice there. It's really good. So this one has some sort of an orchid note, and it's got a little bit of bergamot. It is soft, and it's elegant and sophisticated and sultry, and I did like it, and I will probably get more of that. Now, it gets really, really hard after that for me to rank these. There really weren't any that were disappointments. When it comes to performance, though, a couple of the ones that I like the most as far as scent appeal, I think that they need more time to cure, and or they're just going to be softer scents. So, Pink Berry Sandalwood is much nicer than I thought it would be, and it's about a medium in my house, maybe a medium light at the moment. This one's got cherry, and the thing is, the Sakura Blossom you would think would have a sweet cherry. It doesn't. This one has some sweet cherry, and it's really, really nice. So it's got the sandalwood, and it's got the pink berry, and it has the cherry, and it's got some sort of like I think a tonka bean vanilla also. Oh, so beautiful. So this made me happy. I just think that it needs a little bit of time to cure and get a little stronger. So this is in the middle of the pack. I will definitely repurchase. I think that if you like anything kind of like Cozy Cardigan or way back in the day, it's a sweeter version of maybe even a Cozy Cashmere. This does not yet throw as well as either of those two, but I'm sure give it a little bit of time and it will, because the sandalwood will develop. Now the next couple that we have here, it just got better and better, and I've got, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like the last 3, I would say that those are ahead of the pack as far as scent appeal for me, but these 4 are really just kind of in the middle, and they're really good. So I guess consider these a number 2 ranking and these guys number 1 rankings. So we today are melting Berry Sweet here in the front room, and they really like this. Now, if you watched my video on all the bars that I use the testers for, that are the entire catalog roster for this coming spring-summer season, I had melted a few of these guys by the time I got that video up, but not all of it. So the Berry Sweet, I pulled Red, White, and Berry Pie from my stash in the basement because I wanted to smell these guys side by side. Red, white, and berry pie is cherry with lots of bakery. And the berry sweet, there isn't the little crusty note, but I'm telling you what, these two are very similar in profile. And I love red, white, and berry pie. So if I can mix berry sweet with maybe some sugar cookie, I might end up with a berry version of red, white, and berry pie, which is a fantastic scent. And I like this all by itself. But what's interesting, I wanted to compare and contrast these two. Berry sweet seems pretty strong in the clam. You get it into the warmer, and I am enjoying it. But to me, it's a scent that hangs around the warmer itself. It doesn't throw super far. Whereas this thing here, this very vanilla, this is a wafter. This is a floater. This thing travels all over the place, and you cannot smell it very well next to the warmer. And of course, this is just my house. Who knows what you guys are getting? There can be a lot of variation in how scents perform, but the very vanilla is good. You must let this cure, though, to get consistency from it, I am sure. Vanilla is notorious for being difficult, especially right out of the gate in a fresh pour from pretty much anybody. But what I could get from this, because I left it in all day, I wanted to make sure I could give you a very thorough review on the vanilla. I would come and go out of the house, and I would come and go out of the room, and once in a while it would hit me, and it would just be beautiful. If you're going to compare this to Simply Vanilla, it's almost identical. Simply Vanilla has just had lots of time to cure, so I think it's a little stronger. But they're very similar. And then Vanilla Cream, to me, is a slightly stronger vanilla. It performs a little better. And so I still have both of those in my clubs, and I'm not planning on taking them out yet. I'm going to go through the whole spring, summer season with this, see if it gets to the same strength as Simply Vanilla, and then do a very carefully calculated wax war before I pull anything from my club. So then the next two, which these surprised me in the best way, you guys, the really fresh ones. I don't tend to love fresh scents. You have to give me the perfect one for me to get excited about them. And I'm excited about both of these. So the Sip and Poolside, I was kind of about this on cold sniff. I wasn't sure what I would get on warm. This is so good. It really harmonizes all the notes when you warm it. So it's got a really nice aquatic note, and then it has that sort of sparkly citrus and a good crisp pear. It's not that gross pear note that has this green weird thing going on. This is very nice. And this is good. Medium strong to strong, at least in my house. And I really enjoyed this, and absolutely I will get more of it. It might be very good with ocean air and coconut water. It might be really good in alternate warmers with, what is our very nice beach grass one that's totally escaping me? It's the blue one. It's the blue one that's always in the catalog, and I am not going to come up with it. It's not Atlantic Air. It's the other one, because Atlantic Air is gone. But anyway, this would be really good with that blue bar that you guys can put down at the bottom, because I cannot remember what it is. So let's move on to Bamboo and Rainfall. This is gorgeous, and I am so picky about my fresh, green, clean smells. It's sweet enough because it's got the melon water and it's got the bamboo and it has the crisp rainfall, and I really like it. Banana leaf and bamboo is fantastic also. And I think that they might be good together. This was fantastic with Sip and Poolside. Like, you could absolutely alternate warmer these two and you would have a good, strong. These are probably the best performers except the last one I'll tell you about, which was definitely my favorite of this whole round. But these two were excellent, excellent performers. And since I'm getting ready to go away on a Caribbean cruise in a couple weeks, I'll probably melt, well, I can't melt the rest of those because I have to make samples. But I would love to melt the rest of those to get in the mood. I've got lots of other tropical beachy scents I can melt too in the basement. Okay, down to the last three. These had the best scent profiles for me personally. Now, this Evening Sky is gorgeous, but just like the Very Vanilla, you're going to have to be patient with it. I put it in my bedroom, 2 cubes in a full-size warmer and 1 cube in a mini. First half an hour, I got nothing, and I got really, really nervous. And then I was doing laundry, going up and down the stairs. I came into my bedroom. It had pooled out. It had kind of come together. This is definitely medium light. I am hoping that in 6 months it will be a medium. You had the same problem with Dashing. It is now stronger. Same problem with Mountain Sunset a year ago. It is now stronger. Same problem with, of all things, White Amber and Silk a couple seasons ago, fall, winter. And we were all really worried that wasn't going to perform. 2 years later, you stick that thing in the warmer, it'll kick you out of the house. So just be patient with Evening Sky. This is gorgeous. It's vanilla, it's lily, and it's a little bit of bergamot. The vanilla isn't bakery sweet, and it's not even the floral vanilla of Very Vanilla. It is a beautiful, perfumey, bedroom, relaxing vanilla scent. Evening Sky is the perfect thing to name this. It has the perfect packaging. This really captures the mood of this bar, and I will melt a lot of this in my bedroom. Dashing, which I really like, I didn't like it as well in the bedroom. This is perfect, and I absolutely love it. Now the next one, when I got it in the warmer, just like Evening Sky, its performance is a little bit temperamental, I'm not going to lie, but the gorgeous, gorgeous scent of Sun Castles will make me hoping that it'll get itself together in a few months absolutely worth it. I put this in my Florida room, 2 cubes in my old Elegance warmer and 1 cube in the new Stargaze Mini, that's the 10 watt. And I closed the doors to get the most scent out of it for that first 2 hours of melting. This is so take me to the beach. This will be amazing with pina colada cha-cha. This might be good with mahalo coconut. I'm not sure. It'll be good with ocean air and coconut water if you kept that in your club. I think Blue Coconut Beach would actually overpower this one, so I'm not sure if you'd want to melt those in alternate warmers, but oh wow, I need a ton of this. It is beautiful. It is warm, and I did get whiffs of it all day long, so it didn't die. It just isn't a super volume performer at this time. Kukui and Coconut, or maybe even Havana Cabana, those are about the same kind of scent throw. This is so stinking good. It's got almond, pistachio, and coconut. It is sunny, it is cheerful, it is elegant, it's light, it's totally addictive, and you've got to get it. But the one that took the cake, which I couldn't wait to use that horrible pun, is Cake Me to Paradise. This bar is so strong, you guys, and it is so delectable. Oh my gosh. Oh, it is everything we've wanted in something new and interesting in the bakery category that also really goes over into a very perfumey, fruity scent. It's delicious. And my husband is so funny. He came in and I heard him ask the girls, what smells in here? And typically with that tone of voice, he doesn't like it. He said, I smell bubblegum. And I was melting another bar farther into the house that wasn't one of the 10 new releases that maybe altered his scent perception a little bit. But I heard later that he could smell Cake Me to Paradise, which to him was bubblegummy, and he loved it, all the way out into the driveway, you guys. So this thing performs. You will not have any bakery woes with this, and it is not like a fall cozy bakery, but it is sweet, bakery-ish, and happy. It is such a fun smell. No performance issues. I will absolutely be getting more. This would be really good with orange scents if I can find the right one. I think I've still got some oodles of orange downstairs. I don't know if this would get overpowered by that, but I'm going to try to find the right other sort of tropical scent to balance this with, or you could probably put it with vanilla bean buttercream if you want a more bakery. It might, I don't know, but it might even work with our strawberry lemon cake. I'm not sure. Alternate warmers, if that would be weird or it would be good, but we'll try. So by far and away, this one to me is the most unique, fantastic performing, really puts a smile on my face scent. So if I was only going to put a couple of these in my cart, let's say on March 1st, and do a bundle, I think the ones that I would immediately want more of would be these 4. And then after that, it would be hard. These guys, probably. And the Berry Sweet is very good. I really enjoy it. I just don't know how many of it I will need. And then the Moon Orchid, I'll definitely get another Moon Orchid for the bedroom. And like I said, the only one that I'm not over the moon about is the Wild Cherry and Sakura. So that is the 10 new releases. The one that's absolutely on the top for me is Cake Me to Paradise, and I am really happy with these, just like last year. Although, last year I flip-flopped a lot on what I liked and what I didn't like, so you never know. The Wild Cherry and Sakura might get a lot better. Last year I didn't think I liked Raspberry Hibiscus Tea, and now I love it, so who knows. Let's move on now to the trio that are for Easter, and then I'll get into my basket of wax, which there's not that much else in there. So Strawberry Bliss compared to Berry Sweet, I don't care for this as much. Will I melt the rest of this bar? Yes. It's like strawberry and jasmine. And if you really love, what is the special bar? Coastal Strawberry, I wonder if you will like this. And I will probably melt this in alternate warmers with Coastal Strawberry and see what happens. Because this doesn't have that special je ne sais quoi of Coastal Strawberry, which is a very niche bar that people just love. But I could see this, if you can't get any coastal strawberry, possibly satisfying that craving, at least to a degree. So it can be almost a little bit plasticky, but at the same time, as it melts out and softens, I'm liking it. I just prefer the cheerfulness of Berry Sweet. But that Strawberry Bliss will probably appeal to a certain group of people who like a lot of floral with their berry. It's nice. The Lemon Lime Fizz, very, very happy. And I did grab Wish, Magic in Every Wish. I can never remember the whole bar. Okay, there's a sweetness to Magic in Every Wish that when you get this Lemon Lime Fizz into the warmer, this gets more limey and a little more sharp, almost like an icy granita, or what is the thing, the lemon sorbet little ice cup that you can get, an Italian ice. It's more like an Italian ice, and I have heard some people say this reminds them more of a summer collection than spring. I kind of think it depends on what you think of as a spring collection and where you live. So the Strawberry Bliss and the Lemon Lime Fizz, yeah. I am happy that I have what I have. I don't know if I need more. The standout for me is going to be this Peach and Grapefruit Mimosa, but I have a caveat. I don't want to melt this right now. It's too sharp. It's very bubbly. It's very grapefruity. The peach kind of gets overwhelmed by the grapefruit and the fizz, but I think in the hot summertime, I will love this bar. It's a boomer performer. It's definitely different than a lot of things we've gotten. The grapefruit is happy. And if you find it a little bit sharp, I'm sure you could mix this with something super sweet, maybe like Paradise Punch or Tropic Nectar. I don't know. But I am intrigued by this one the most. And I may get my other consultant access kit early and then just put them away. That's what I did with the Valentine's collection, because are any of these three as exciting to me as most of the new releases? Honestly, no. The new releases, some of those had really neat personalities and different scents that I'm excited about. These are sort of run-of-the-mill, but this one's really, really nice. So that's how I feel about those. Then the rest of what I've got here in my basket, see, there's not a lot going on here, so we'll just go through it. One day, I wanted to finish up something from BBMB. This is in my bi-monthly club. This is Falling Leaves. This is such an Elizabeth smell. It's patchouli, it's cinnamon, and it's clove. How could it be bad? Oh, it's so good. And it's like cozy. Oh, it just makes me happy right now. It's cozy and it is not overbearing, because patchouli can be terribly bossy. And it just makes your house smell naturally. I like the Falling Leaves, like a naturally crunchy early fall hearthy goodness. I just love it. So of course I'll melt that all year. Love it. And I don't remember what I was doing with it. Let's see what else. Ooh, no, I wasn't doing that at the same time, was I? I don't know. At this point, when you start to melt and divide up things to do brand new release type stuff, I can never remember what else I was doing. So at one point, one day, I was having a terrible craving for Stroopwafel Delight. I don't think I would have done that on the same day as the patchouli, because they would not mix well. Oh, I love Stroopwafel Delight. Now, I need to do a wax war between Stroopwafel Delight and King Cake, which are both in my quarterly club right now. They are similar. So everybody keeps saying, oh, excuse me, what did I get in my eye? That King Cake is poor man's almond croissant, and I would agree to a point. But it's a lot more like Stroopwafel Delight, and it may just be that fewer people have this in their club anymore or have ever smelled it. Because this has a little bit more depth than King Cake, but that really heavy golden brown and delicious butteriness, this is really, really close. It's just, this is a little bit deeper. The color difference in the two clams, like King Cake is more blonde, this is more sort of caramel. It really tells you everything about the difference in the scent. They're very similar, other than that little bit more depth in this. And this is one of my favorite baker scents of all time. This is never coming out of my club. So it's one of those things where, do I need King Cake too, is really all I'm saying about doing a wax war. I will not get rid of Stroopwafel Delight unless I have some sort of budget crunch in my life where I have to like gut my club. That one would be in my top 25. It's never going anywhere. Okay, one that is going to come out of my club though is this Bananas. I did save this. You guys should be proud of me, because I'm not much of a fruity person, because it was so different during our Bring Back My Bar from January. And I didn't want to not give it a really fair shake. And for a banana scent, I actually kind of like this, and it still sort of intrigues me, and I kind of want to mix this before I pull it from my club. It was really good with sugar cookie, sort of made a banana cream pie, so I don't know. We will see. That one is on the bubble, but it was good. So it had a very good, strong banana kind of a smell. Got a little bit tart to me, but it was good. Like, I hate banana scents, and I thought that was actually really intriguing. Anyway, so Winterberry Apple Tea. I don't know if maybe I melted this with falling leaves. It's so good. It's so, so good. And I forgot to put this in the last order that I was doing just to kind of get a few more bars put away that I'm not going to club. So I think I'm going to throw a couple bars of this in my bi-monthly that'll get in March. I'm not going to club it for the long haul because I like it, but it won't make me cry if it doesn't come back next year, and it's so popular. They'd be crazy to get rid of this, but they've done crazier things. Anyway, this is such a good homey scent. This is the perfect time of the year to melt this because it's got the cranberry, it's got the apple, it has the tea, it has a little bit of spice. It's just a cozy, wonderful cold winter day scent. Vanilla blackberry. Oh, this is what I was doing with falling leaves. These were great together if you have both of them. I've got one more bar of vanilla blackberry that one of my friends swapped because I don't have this in my club. This is one of those bars where I might melt 1 or 2 a year. So as I keep doing bar swaps with people and they have it, I'll ask for one and it'll kind of hold me over. I'd really like to see this in a flash sale. I would get 3 or 4 of these if I could get it in a flash sale. It is so unique. This is a very saturated scent. It's got the sandalwood, it's got cedar, no, not sandalwood, it's got cedar and blackberry and vanilla. Some people joked about this being a marijuana scented bar. The longer I cure this, the more I just get beautiful vanilla, cedar, and blackberry, and I don't get that funky note people like to tease this poor bar for. It was so good. So yeah, this was, I posted this on Instagram. This was a killer combo, and if you like earthy with a little bit of berry, please alternate warm of these. You'll thank me later. They were really good. Okay, another day I did a whole clam of love and happiness when I was cleaning up my Florida room. We finally, oh thank God my husband's a carpet cleaner. We finally cleaned the carpets this Saturday. And I love my big dogs, but it really needed it. Let's just leave it at that. And so I kind of freshened up the back room, moved some furniture around, and all of a sudden I just wanted love and happiness in my life. So I put this in a bunch of warmers. Everybody loved it. This is another one, kind of like the falling leaves or the winterberry apple tea. It's not at all Christmassy, and it's not so fall. It's just a good cold weather cuddle smell. So this is chestnuts and vanilla and a little bit of a weird combination of powder and bakery. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's delectable and warm and sweet. So it was great. Okay, one day I reached for some cranapple crumble, and I did club this, you guys. I did finally just break down. I threw it in my quarterly club. It's a good bakery scent. I do not know why I resist just truly giving this bar its due. I think because the first season, it hadn't sorted out its notes with itself, and it was kind of disappointing. Once it had a few months to sit, the allspice, the whipped cream, the brown sugar, the cranberry, and the apple all balanced, and it's really good. So I already said this in another video this month, but as we're getting to the second half of February, you guys have about 2 weeks to get the best deals on the bars and the bundles and all the things that you're going to get. And unfortunately, moving forward in March, there are some slight price adjustments. It's not as bad as I thought when I really went and crunched numbers. And the only change to our party system is that bundles of half-offs, you won't be able to get the bundle and save price when you do a half-off for that item. But if you want to get the bundle and save, you can use the bundle and save price. You can still use Hostess credits. So you can just kind of swap, like you could put a warmer, a single item in the half off, and then slide your bundles, like your Laundry Love or your bar bundle, into Hostess credits, and that would be better. So there are ways to manipulate the system. We will find the loopholes. But anyway, back to Cranapple Crumble. I thought maybe I would just get a few more bars for my last order, because you know you'll always do that last panic order late February. But no, I'm clubbing this time. It's too good if they decided to pull it next year. So now, if I had to choose between Apple Cherry Strudel and Cranapple Crumble, Apple Cherry Strudel will win hands down. I like it better, but this is a really long-lasting scent, where Apple Cherry Strudel, as much as I love it, dies in a few hours. This one goes for a good 24 hours, nice and solid, changes a little bit as it goes along, but in good ways. Good bar. Okay, what's left? One day, I finally did something fresh. Shamrock Splash, which is the scent of the month. I love this bar. You guys, this and the Bamboo and Rainfall, this will be available March 1st. It's a new release. These two are fantastic, both of them, and I don't really like most fresh, green, clean smells. Oh, they're so good. So the Bamboo and Rainfall is a little bit more astringent. The Shamrock Splash there's a sweetness to this with, I believe it's either orange or tangerine and then strawberry and the jasmine. Oh my gosh, these are fabulous. And I have a few bars left of cucumber lime, which is another fresh, clean bar I do love that was BB&B a couple years ago. This is so good. It's so strong. It's very old school. This is an old bar. And it's just cucumber and lime. Makes your house smell really, really nice and green and clean. It's so good. So then the last couple things I've got here, I did take lavender vanilla out of my club because this is so unique. It was from our Bring Back My Bar. This had patchouli and orange zest along with the vanilla and lavender, and I thought that is so unusual. I don't want to kick it out of maybe having more, kind of like the bananas, until I've had more time to test it and not feel rushed. But this one, as nice as it is, I don't think I'm going to cry down the road. One that's kind of like this that I would put back in my club is the, what is that? Coconut, pineapple, and vanilla. Or pineapple, coconut, vanilla. It's purple. It's weird. It's got fig in it. I would put that one back in my club sooner than that one. I missed that. So that was good. Like, I will enjoy the bars that I've got. I just don't need to keep it in my club. And Turn Up the Pink is just a bar I was trying to use up while I was doing, I don't know, one of the other sweet and creamy things here. This was from our breast cancer awareness collection. It was very nice. It's just kind of powdery, ladylike smell with a faint amount of rose and some greens. It was pretty. I don't need more. So that is everything that I have been getting through. If you guys have sniffed the new releases or the Easter collection, what are you loving? What are you disappointed with? Do just know that some of those, if you're a customer, if you get them early March, especially I think the Sun Castles and the Evening Sky, and the Very Vanilla, be patient with those because you'll like the scent, but they may not perform as well as you would like, and give it maybe 3 to 6 months. And if it's still a dud, then you can let it go. But I think those are going to be really, really, really good in time. So Elizabeth here with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. God bless. Happy Valentine's Day season whenever I get this thing up. Have a good day.